Hey everybody, Rick Charles here. Wanted to put together a short video on brush pens, and I don't know, I've kind of fallen in love with them. Thanks, James Singent. Anyway, this is the first brush pen I ever had. It was given to me by the Goulets, I think, in some ink order. I think I ordered Bay State Blue, and they sent this to me. As a matter of fact, it's still filled with Bay State Blue. But you can see the bristles are really long, and many of you that own this, you know how flexible it is and what a fine line you can get and going up on the upstroke, and then thick on the downstroke. Can you see that? No, you can't. Sorry. So, thin upstroke, heavier downstroke, boom. These are fun, but they require quite a bit more dexterity and just practice. But you can get single hair thin lines, and I mean that's pretty thin. They're not very forgiving, though, I'll tell you that. I have a lot of brush pens now. I don't know why. They're cheap. Gosh, I go to Jet Pens and I can get one for $2.50. And look at all of these. And I have more. I mean, there's way more. But my favorites right now, let's move all these. Tombow, that one. And they just call it the Tombow Black Body. Oh no, that's the blue body. That's the black body. You know, the camera's not great. It's my iPhone. But let's see if I can get an angle on it that you can see. See the black one here on the top, or on the right side? And then the blue one. They're just different size. You can see that. Let me get a better shot. It almost looks like a fountain pen. It has the long fibers like that Noodlers that I had there. I think that's what it was, the first one that I got. But it also has that white cap that helps tighten them. And the further that white cap goes down, the tighter they are. Sometimes they even act like a felt tip pen. But you can still get single hair thin lines. I mean, it's amazing with some practice. And that's the black tip. I like writing with those. I can probably write with these faster and at speed than anything really. I mean, you know, you gotta make sure that you're pushing on your downstrokes to get a thicker line and a little more pressure, and no pressure on the upstroke. It just takes a lot of practice. I mean, sitting and doing stuff like this, just little exercises that you can do. It's very similar to using a dip nib, a dip pen, for all you dip pen users. That's actually where I got started with this, and I saw a video of these pens online and just, God, it was over. And anytime I'm writing something small, this is a Zebra, and my Zebra brush pens have quickly become my favorite, simply because I can control them. The bristles have a lot of bounce to them. I don't know any other way to describe it. I mean, with a dip pen, you talk about flex, you know. This is, and I'm going faster than I normally would. You know, just something like that. And you can hear it. They're a little bit scratchy sometimes, you know. But I like that feedback from the bristles. And you know, when you write fast with these, you'll get some weird shading, especially on the upstrokes, the thinner lines. And a lot of times it just takes, like if you're working on a project and you're writing one phrase or a big word or you know something as simple as your name, you'll have to go back and touch it up. And I mean it's just part of it, I guess. But it's a lot of fun. I would like to see some of you guys trying these. Now this is my newest addition. It's called a Kuretake, also from JetPens. All of my pens come from JetPens. I mean, I have no affiliation with JetPens or anything, but that was the first place I started buying brush pens, and I really like them. This bristle is a little bit longer. It doesn't have the control some of my smaller Tombow or Kuretakes do, or rather Zebras do, but man, it writes really black. And if you take your time, you can get some pretty good results. Of the two Kuretakes I have, this is the biggest one. I like the smaller one, which is the blue one. This one. This lighting is poor. Let's write the name of the enabler that got me started in this. He doesn't even know it. Well, he probably does now. And then something like that. There you go, James. So that's I'll talk more about brush strokes later on, but I just wanted to show you guys some brush pens, and maybe I'll do a pay it forward. I've got a bunch that I can probably get rid of and let some other people try. Ooh, this is a new one I got. I don't even remember who makes this one. I think it's a Pilot. It actually has a cartridge in it. Before I get off the line here, I'm going to write with it just once, because I haven't really written with it, but maybe one time. You can see how thick this line is. It's actually difficult to get the thin upstroke, but I'm writing small with it, and I think this one is probably more attuned to doing something larger. Like this. And I don't know. I'm pretty much self-taught. I watch a lot of videos, and you know, we can all do that if we get online and look at YouTube enough. You can go to YouTube and you can find all kinds of videos on brush pens, and I encourage everyone to do that, because that's really where I kind of fell in love with these. So, all right, I'm out of here. Thanks, guys. I'll post another one, and we'll do some lettering. I'll do some Spencerian or some kind of cursive italic next. All right, bye.